Anyone who has watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia will be familiar with Charlie's kitten mittens and how terrible of an idea that is. However, some of the products in this list really do make kitten mittens seem like they are somewhat genius a bad thing. Number 10. Hair in a can. Unlike the majority of the products on this list, the hair in a can is actually something that has a practical use for those who are lacking up top. This could seem like a brilliant investment, but the product of the can is far from what is promised. And actually, it looks a lot more like black spray paint and then hair for those who are concerned about going bald. Don't worry, fake hair looks so much worse. Number 9. Bottled pet water. Pets seem to have been the victim of a number of terrible product ideas, but this just about tops them all. Sure, some people think that their pets are fussy eaters, but never have you heard an animal complain about the fact that they're drinking tap water as opposed to bottled water. This is a horrendously stupid product, but I imagine it probably sells well to people who are equally stupid. If you're a bit more screwed on than these people and think that all bottled water isn't worth buying, you should probably check out our video. 10 biggest ripoffs you still buy. Number 8. Happy Hotdog Man. Parents with children often pretend the spoon is an airplane in order to get their children to eat well. What happens when play and food go to the extreme? The Happy Hotdog Man is a tool that turns hot dogs into miniature characters, which for me, at the very least, would be more off-putting than a normal hot dog, as I'm not a huge fan of eating my friends. Number 7. White Castle Candle. I get it. You like White Castle burgers, and the smell of the burger on the way home is nice. But what if I told you that is mainly because you were hungry and in fact, the lingering smell on your front seat that you hate so much is from the very same burger? Now you really want your house to smell permanently like that. Plus, anyone who has ever worked in fast food will tell you that to get the authentic smell, all you need to do is get grease all over your clothes and not wash them. Number 6. Animal footprint boots. The mind is wonderful and imaginative as a child, and you can take on any possible character you want, human or otherwise. So why not as an adult? One genius came up with the idea of footprint booth, so you can pretend to be your favorite woodland animal and leave a track behind you. Don't even pretend like this function as a practical use in the wilderness. This is just downright stupid. Number 5. Diet water. The water industry seems to be really taking all the stupid boxes. When I saw diet water in the fridges on the unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, I laughed and presumed that it could only possibly be a fake product. Then I saw that they actually exist in Japan, and I was blown away. But don't worry, Japan aren't alone in their stupidity. And fitness water, as well as many other specialist waters, are sold all across the world, with no real difference between them and your standard tap or bottled water. Number 4. Hawaii chair. This product screams out as if it's a great idea. A chair with a rotating feature sounds pretty relaxing, right? Complete in the true 90s style. The infomercials for this product shows everything wrong about it. The vigorous rotating motion is actually a lot more off-putting than relaxing. And given that this is supposedly a chair suitable for the office, I'm sure it was responsible for a few typos, at the very least. Number 3. Baby mop. Babies were getting it too easy for years, so someone decided to invent the baby mop, clearly unhappy with the abolition of forced child labor in factories of an Oliver Twist nature. Some genius came up with the idea of getting the babies back to work in order to earn their milk. Doing that, they just sort of roll around and crawl all day. The front attachment means the baby clean the floor as they go about their day, meaning happy parent and dirty baby. Number 2. BIC For Her. Have you ever been using a pen and thought to yourself, you know what, I wonder how women cope with the fact that this pen isn't the standard pen they could really do with one specifically for them? No, me neither. However, some juniors at BIC thought it would be a great idea to market a pen specifically for women, offering a range of feminine colors and a delicate feel. Unfortunately, this product is not alone, and there has even been toothpaste specifically for women, which I can only imagine smells like rainbows and roses. Number 1. Portable treadmill. Quite possibly the stupidest invention of all time is the portable treadmill, even by name. That sounds like a terrible idea. You want to move and you want to exercise, and quite possibly the easiest way to do that is to go out and exercise on the move. But no, that was far too simple for someone who decided that even running needed overcomplicating, and that a treadmill-powered bike was the future of exercising on the go. If you are the proud owner of any of these products, let us know in the comment section below, and then probably go and see a mental health professional.